So, I mean, 6 in a row, all 6 withers, thoracic, are out in various directions. And you see how, I don't know if you can see with the video, he's got a dip here. It's like a river. So when a horse is compensating and they're trying to really lift their back with their ligament system, they'll do that. So their spine will sink down and then their ligaments are trying to pull everything up and you get this dip, this ditch. And that is a sign of pain and a sign of compensation, and that'll make them really sore. And the fact that he's doing that when he's lifting his neck, his back is showing that dip, shows that he's really trying to compensate for a lot of pain and most likely misalignment. So when he's fixed, that should go away, and then he'll start to fill in the muscle that he's missing because he's been compensating so much that he's got atrophy and he's not using his back correctly.
That's going to take a couple adjustments.
Yeah, and it'll take time with good fitting saddles and having everything lined up, and then when he starts to get that muscle back, I think he'll start using his back correctly and hopefully stop bucking. So then you always want him standing square. See how sore he is along his spine? Like and he's just dipping down. And I'm just checking the vertebrae. I'm not real pushing hard. I'm just trying to see what's out here. So he's hiding a few in there. They're there because of the ditch. He's hiding them. But I'm going to come back to those. After I fix everything else, that's probably the last thing I'll do is get to what he's really protecting in there. And hopefully there's not too much calcification or kissing spine because of that damage, because they'll build extra calcium on the top of those thoracic, and eventually they can connect or start touching, which is the kissing spine. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can get this moved and there's not too much calcification that is just pressing on those nerves that are coming out of the spine. So we've got a bunch of lumbar out too, and when lumbar get out, they raise because there's no ribs holding them down. They just have the transverse process on the vertebrae, the sides, but they don't have the rib attachment. And he really keeps resting his leg just to try to be comfortable. But see how those will raise up like that? And a lot of people will discount that as just how the horse is built, but this is just from misalignment. So that'll just pick up basically from them trying to compensate. And from him dipping down here and raising up here, that's all compensation. So he's not using his back correctly and it's making him really sore. So a pressure point for this, to see how sore he is right there. So when we're done fixing him, we'll check those again and see how sore he is. But I'm barely touching, and that's how sore he is. And then on this side, he's maybe a little more sore. So let's see here. All right, so his pelvis is down to his left. So when movements from behind, that left side's gonna just drop and stay down. So he's gonna be underneath of himself, not using himself correctly. And that right side is high. So that, since the spine has to split around the pelvis, and you got the sacrum, and then you got the last of the lumbar, the fact that his pelvis is literally shifted is really putting a lot of pressure through here, and that'll cause a lot of horses to buck as well. So again, hopefully fixing all of this will help, and hopefully he doesn't have kissing spine. His pelvis is also pronated up to the right, so horses that are usually pronated will dog track, so they won't travel straight, they'll move sideways, which again will make him really tight on one side, not use himself correctly, and again be sore and lead to stuff like bucking. And his left femur is out.
Got a lot going on, buddy.